bust down all nicks. You need a gas mask to bag the hole. Yeah. Allegedly, that's what he said on round 6. Share the video like Alicia shared, fully your location. Subscribe to the channel like you subscribe to FanDuel and OnlyFans and Pornhub. And we finna talk about this thug. Soulja K got himself jammed up with that dog food, hit that man with $1 million bond. And he was talking heavy on that round 6 track. He took some shots at Young and Ace. You know what I'm saying? He dropped his nuts on that right there. And yeah, man, police got on his trail. And I can't really say because of the song. He probably made a mistake. The minor traffic violations, not wearing the seatbelt, not stopping at a stop sign all the way or a red light all the way, running a red light, you know what I'm saying, thinking he gonna make the yellow light, following too close, tint on the window, smoking in the car, shit like that right there, man. Little minor mistakes like that then got so many guys 30 years, 20 years, 15 years, 10 years in prison. Little minor mistakes, knowing Soulja K, you needed to be on the streets. This is a W, an easy W for ATK. Another problem out their here. Another headache out their mind. A less problem they gotta worry about because you fucked up. All because you ain't wear your seatbelt. You could have been in the passenger side, or somebody else could have been in the passenger side, and y'all ain't got your seatbelt on. They'll pull you over, knowing the police know y'all face. Come on, man, like, or they just on that, like, it could be a week of any minor traffic violations. The police on top of that. You know what I'm saying? It's traffic violation week, and they gotta reach a quota. They gotta hit a certain number. So they're gonna be pulling drivers over to remind them, hey, you need to have your seatbelt on. Hey, you can't be driving and talking on your cell phone or texting or this and that, shit like that. And here you go. Round with that same brick you said in that round 6, bust down all nicks. Like you finna serve all that. Like your trap doing that much numbers, like your phone jumping like that. Or they could have just caught you when, you know, you just picked up something. You could have been sold that shit and you read up and you finna go drop this shit off and they pulled you over. I don't understand why would you pull over. If you got a whole break, you understand why would you pull over? Why not still try to flee? You still gonna face the same amount of time. They're gonna add fleeing from the police or whatever. Now, yeah, you could kill somebody in the process of that. Running red lights, running stop signs, you can make anybody crash or whatever you do, running off the side of the road, sidewalk, hit somebody, whatever. You can do that now. You can make somebody else crash. You can make the police crash and they kill somebody. They're gonna probably make you wear that. You understand? So yeah, shit can happen in that, but then you got all that shit on you and you still gonna not gonna bow down like that. Maybe I wasn't in no special type of car like a Scat or something like that or better where you can take off, but nigga take off running. Nigga did something. How many people was it in the car? Was it you by yourself? I think they said something on the report talking about seatbelt, a passenger or something like that. So I'm not sure, but yeah, man, y'all should have thought of something fast. Yeah, I can't just go out like Willie Lump Lump. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't go out like Willie Lump Lump and just fold and just, come on, man, you know better. You still gonna just bow down and just lay down that easy, knowing you could be facing 15, 20 years. They already know you trying to commit a 187. They already know that. 187 is on your mind. Now, yeah, you probably know about other bodies, just like how the 1,200 members got them guns they used in that Foolio murder. All these shootings connected to that. It's 2 hats connected to that. Come on, man. So that's nasty work. Of course they'll come at you with a deal, because you know about what? Bodies. You know about other, you can tell on your connect. So you know about the drug market and homicides that need to be solved. Because what y'all do, from the ops to your partners, y'all trade war stories. Y'all trade war stories. So Foolio gone, the thing is you gonna stay silent because Foolio gone, so he ain't gonna be allowed to call you a rat, or so you ain't gonna really break his heart. Yeah, he roll over in his grave, but you won't see that. You know what I'm saying? So depending on what you know, niggas at risk. If you know, cause hey, now I don't know how you got caught up. It could have been, I mean, maybe it wasn't your car. There's multiple people in the car ain't in your name. You know what I'm saying? You're just in the car, they lock everybody up. Now you got, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how it really, I don't know if they got it off of you, under your seat, however it went down. I don't know, but they definitely gave you that $1 million bond. You understand? And like I said in this song, he told you, when at round 6, when he dropped what? He dropped that bitch like what? 7 days ago. He told you like, he don't ask his label for his budget, or he don't go on his budget. Nigga, he just bought a whole brick of the dog food, bust that bitch down all the way to Knicks. That man finna bubble up, double up. He'll probably be buying another one. He busted, but he got habits though. So he ain't gonna be able to buy 2. I feel like he got habits. From clothes to narcotics to, yeah, he got habits. To females to whatever. He still want cars and jewelry. So that can stop him from getting 2-3 bricks of the dog food and shit like that. So he'll stay at a brick or a little under that, and then he'll get back to a brick, then may go a little overspend that. You know what I'm saying? You know how it go. But yeah, niggas still be having to tap in with the street sometime. Nigga, yeah, they could fuck with the runts, but they be slow though a lot. Like it don't be a lot of profit. So they gonna be having time to be buying all that, you know, taking the same type of risk. Not the same amount of prison time, but get caught. And then, you know what I'm saying, when he make all this for that, you know, like, he ain't got to keep doing this shit all day. Like, weed takes too long. Like, nigga want to, you know what I'm saying, quick shit. Yeah, man, the music ain't really paying. He ain't staying booked up. Like I say, that's one thing the local PD and the ATF and the feds and all them niggas, they pay attention and they sit back and look like, if these artists not really getting a lot of money, the only way they can really keep up with the lifestyle, the jewelry and everything else, the habits, the drug habits and stuff like that, they gotta be tapped in with the streets some type of way, because they don't have no other legit businesses that they promote. They're not saying, hey, I got trucks, I got merch going crazy. They're not bragging on nothing else legitly. They'll brag on that if it was really coming like that. They're not bloggers. If they are, they ain't doing good. You understand? So nigga gotta keep up with Rollo, whether it's Fam Goon or 4PF Rollo. You gotta buy a couple bricks of the dog food to keep up with a PB Long Way. You gotta be playing with 100 pounds, 50 pounds of the gas to keep up with, you know what I'm saying, these artists, man. Like, you trying to keep up with Peso and all of that. You gotta be playing with a brick, or, you know what I'm saying, you want the Escalade, you want the goddamn Red Eye and the Track Hawk and all these different cars. You trying to keep up with no plug, you gotta be playing with a brick, or, you know what I'm saying, like, so yeah, man, that pressure, the peer pressure. You start meeting different plugs and shit because you building a name and shit, and niggas fuck with you, is working, you maintaining. You really don't got no big budget with the label like that. It ain't like you got millions and millions of dollars of budget money sitting waiting on you where you can go grab $200,000-300,000. You ain't got that. You may got a $50K budget, $60K, $80K, $100K, $200K, whatever, $30K, $40K. You ain't really trying to touch that. You need all that for the studio. I can, you know, go buy this and bust this shit down, and I can still be playing with about 100,000, especially when I, you know, do features here and there, do a show here and there, verse, whatever. Like, I could be playing with 50,000 and build my way up, or 20, 30,000, build my way up, buy a brick of dog food, do features and all this shit there, that shit to build up and do it like that, instead of touching my money and shit like that. So nigga be trying to think of all different type of plans. It's just a mistake come in between all that there, and nigga goddamn fail, because niggas don't, you know, make sure they don't make no mistake. Make sure when they get in that car, they do everything right. They make sure everybody got their seatbelt on, the tag straight, do like a pre-trip, what truck drivers do. Before y'all go on this trap or go on this drill or whatever, make sure all the lights work. If you by yourself, go by, wait. ask somebody, hey, do all the lights work? You understand? The tag light. The tag light. If it's nighttime, make sure that tag light work. A lot of people got pulled over because that tag light. If it's tint, understand, you riding with dark tint and you dirty, like real dirty. Understand, you rolling the dice. Don't let you be smoking weed too. Let alone you smoking them runts too. You smoking that Zy too. Playing Boss Man D-Lo. And you got a fire on you. And you got pills and come on, man. You got liquor in the car. Like y'all doing too much. Ain't got no license. Here it is, you got a tail light out. Ain't stopping at stop signs all the way. Music loud. Smell weed coming from the car. So yeah, man, y'all can't play out here. Y'all know y'all fucking with the yay, the dog food, the green, whatever, the pills. I gotta make sure y'all real sharp. But how can you do that if you driving? Y'all shit, y'all been smoking all day. Somebody gotta be sober all day. Y'all be drinking and sipping and all type of shit all day. So you don't got a clear headspace. So little mistakes like that, not putting your seatbelt on, that happen because you smoking, you shell, you ain't think about no seatbelt. What if you got the seatbelt on, but you got it behind your back and he don't see that and he feel like you ain't got your seatbelt on, he still put you over. Like, well, I ain't see that. How can you prove you did? Unless you got a camera. And you run it back and all that stuff, man. Come on, man. He still may give you a ticket or he still may search you where he find whatever you got and, you know what I'm saying, you go down. So yeah, wow, you get over that, but nigga, he found this in the car. You ain't have no license or proper calls and you was smoking. You know, so you got jammed up, man. Knowing he's supposed to make sure he out the way so he can handle that business for Foolio, catch these niggas. You know, he was taking shots at Younger A saying, nigga, you did some push shit for an image. Saying, nigga, he talking about game over, nigga, it's just round 6, nigga. Ain't no game over, it's round 6, nigga. Nigga at your top, man. Like, but now you just made it more easier, less stressful for Younger Ace. You locked up on $1 million bond. Who over there that you with getting paper? Will Foolio mama buying you out? Will she put up the bread? Maybe, maybe not. You didn't splash that, but the song hard though. I like the round 6 song. You talking, it seems like you living your raps. I ain't gonna lie, it seems like you living your raps. So if you living the brick talk and the dog food talk, hey, I can't say you lying when you say you a step on a nigga. I can't say you lying. Shit, you telling the truth about everything else. So she, you know. So yeah, man, I like Soulja K. He just needs some discipline. Wow, you know. But he's saying something. Soulja K saying something now, you know. Like I was saying, an update on the Foolio situation. At least 2 firearms used in Foolio hit have been linked to 7 different shooting cases in Jacksonville, including 2 different hats. You understand? Let me read it one more time. At least 2 different firearms used in Foolio hit have been linked to 7 different shooting cases in Jacksonville, including 2 different hats. You understand? So there's more wiggle room for these 1,200 members to, you know, put that RICO on Younger Ace or bring down 1,200 or whatever they're gonna bring down. There's no way all these dudes cut out to do an L or fix that needle. There's no way. And then all these people, they sitting back, they thinking like, what's the pros and cons of keeping it real? What's the pros and cons of snitching? Keeping it real, all you really get is a little bit of mentioning in the beginning. So if all these niggas say, out of these 5, 4 of them flip and 1 keep it silent. Say Sean keep it silent. All we gonna do is talk about saying Sean kept it silent. He a real one, but he's still dumb, so we still gonna take shots at him. Cause all the evidence getting caught with old shooting cases, bullet casings, and all the guns at the house, laptop phone. So we can still take shots at him, but we're gonna say he kept it solid though, he a real one. But we're gonna stop talking about him though. That's it, we're gonna forget about him. 5 years from now, we'll bring up Younger Ace, Foolio, and all that there, but maybe, but with him, definitely not. the rappers, Boosie, any rappers who, you know, shout out niggas who keep it solid. They rock with niggas who keep it solid. They're not gonna say free Sean or he a real one and all that there. They're not gonna do that. But on the flip side, if you tell, you can start a podcast, you can do 20 verse 1, you can just start a YouTube channel, you can rap and take off, you can do interviews, movies. Way more people is interested. Females talking about you, niggas talking shit about you. So that's more of free marketing and promotion, and they putting you in the algorithm because they talking shit about you. Then the people who liking you, and then you could be funny. You know what I'm saying? So many different doors that can open for you if you tell. Y'all don't think them young niggas sit back and think about that when they in the situation that they in, facing a whole L? If they don't, the police will remind them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll compare them. Like, they'll look at the rappers who kept it silent, the street niggas who kept it silent, how they get treated by the people, by their family, by whatever. The artists, you can compare how Bobby Shmurda got treated and talked about when he was doing this big, and how he got treated when he came out versus 6ix9ine, versus Gunna. You know what I'm saying? You can see everybody, that's why they love Mitch, but they talk about Alpo more. Everybody love John Gotti, but it seems like they talk about Sammy the Bull more. You know, so they look at shit like that. Like, you got don't nobody talk about other New Orleans niggas that step. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about the Telly Hankins and the Moody Porters. It ain't a whole bunch of documentaries on these guys besides the ones who would do it from the NO. Don't nobody else outside of them talk about these guys. But Gangsta Williams, everybody talk about him. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga look at that and see that you still can have a career, or you still can bounce back if you talented in the media or entertainment. Even on the street level, it depends on how good your story is and if you're a likable guy. But nigga, roll the dice. If not that, if that don't break you or make you roll, then they'll say, well, you can keep working, or whatever type of program you can get into, where you get out, we'll house you over here, make sure you got a job, make sure this and that, stuff like that. On top of that, I include they get their little money, and all the interviewers like Say Cheese and them, they'll want to interview, that's a bag. And then on top of that, you're gonna have most of the street niggas saying they're gonna stay out your way because you're hot. They're gonna feel like you working, so they're gonna call you a dangerous coward and all that shit there. They're gonna stay out your way. They ain't gonna wanna roll on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, roll you over. They ain't gonna wanna put you in no out pack. The real nigga will die before you. Yeah, because the real nigga who stood on business, he still got beef. The west side still don't like him. The east side, the north side, the south side still don't like him. The Crips don't like him. The Bloods don't like him. He still got baby mama issues or shit that he can get caught up with a female. He still got niggas that just want to rob him because he getting money, or want to do him something because he hang with this rap crew or that crew. You know what I'm saying? So he more likely to, and he's still gonna be in the hood in the dangerous environments and shit like that more than you. So something can happen to him versus, like prison or death or some shit like that, versus you, if you put up and out the way and just doing content and stuff like that, and everybody talking shit about you, saying what they gonna do. But, you know what I'm saying, the real street nigga who get money, who got motion or got some other shit going on, they gonna wanna stay out your way. They gonna wanna fuck with you. Besides the one that wanna fuck with you because you got motion. That's what's going on. That's why street niggas like Mondo and them, why I said Mondo, they so hot and mad. Niggas like Boosie and shit like that, they so mad and hot, they don't understand. They don't understand. But I don't see how they don't understand, because where the rat getting hot at is business. It's entertainment business. It's not the streets. It's not like these rats getting real hot in the streets that they taking over the streets. No, it's really social media. Social media is not ran by street rules. So once the street nigga that folded realized that the entertainment business is not ran by street rules, and a street nigga can't, a nigga who stick to the G code can't stop their internet, can't stop their algorithm on YouTube, on TikTok, on, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't, America is not filled with criminals that abide by the street code. You know, if it's almost 1 billion people in America, it ain't 600 million people that follow the street code. It's probably like only 10 million, 5 million. You know what I'm saying? Like real low. 2 million, 1 million. You know what I'm saying? It could be just 1 million niggas in America that really follow the code and gonna stick by it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's out in the street. They spread it out amongst almost 1 billion people that's in America. You know, so who you next to? And then they can have thoughts, or the police can run it by them like, you can keep it silent, but nigga, all you gonna do is grow old and die back here. They ain't gonna remember you. They ain't gonna honor you and salute you. It ain't nothing to remember. You kept it silent. They'll talk about it around the time that you did it. A little bit after that, and then that's it. Like, you don't get no reward for doing something you're supposed to do. It's the same shit with being a parent. You're a mother, you're a father, you're a good mother. You house your kid, feed them, clothe them. You don't get no reward, no special pat on the back for that, because you're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like their reward or honor the mother that was an unfit mother, always got beat, on drugs. She changed her life, cleaned it up, and she, you know, now she doing everything she's supposed to do. She'll get the glory and the more praises of being a good mother versus you. And you've been a good mother from day one. But, you know, you ain't got the story. So, you just gotta hope and pray that young niggas wanna they wanna go out like, they wanna stay silent like a nigga who faced a lot and stayed silent, like a Boosie, like a Big Meech. Anybody who, you know, faced the kingpin charge or a lot of bodies and they didn't roll. Sometimes they be facing shit like that, the bodies and shit, and they don't got nobody to roll on. That's another thing. They be like, I kept it silent, but they didn't have nobody to roll on. They didn't have nobody like a get out of jail free card. You know what I'm saying? They could have rolled on something, but it wouldn't have helped them out, so they stayed silent. You got niggas like that. It's a lot of niggas in prison only stayed silent because they didn't have a deal where they can get out of that situation that they was in. Other than that, like, you know what I'm saying? If the police went to every jail inmate right now, everybody that's in prison, and told them, if you can give me something good, nigga, we'll cut your time and we can get you out now. Or we'll get you home in a couple of years. Niggas will change their mind about, you know what I'm saying? But everybody ain't had that type of situation. So, yeah, man, like, sticky situations right here. A lot going on, a lot going through a young nigga mind. What he want to do, where he want his name at, as far as like in the street line. Do he want it, you know, still on that gun line, where he a gunner, respected as a gunner, or he want to cross that gun line and lose everything and become a rat and all that there and get whatever come with that, the pros and the cons. If it's cons that come with it, then it still could go wrong. But forget about that, dog. Like, you could fuck up your image, your name, and all that there, and nothing don't happen. Nothing changed for you. Like, you don't get big like 6ix9ine. You don't nobody want to talk to you like that. They just say rat. They forget about it. And yeah, like, because you ain't had no real story. Like, unless it's somebody like Sean, it's a lot of shootings that they did or he did, and he can just explain everything and really break down. Like, he know everything. And he just, you can fold and flip and don't nobody care because you ain't have no talent. Y'all niggas not funny. See, you got to be something about you. You got to have the story, the character, all this stuff. So you can see it work for this one and that one, the Woody and shit like that, but they got a lot more to them. It ain't just because they folded. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Woody doing 20 vs. 1, they're not talking about telling. When he doing these interviews, they're not talking about telling and shit like that. That's not what's keeping the whole interview or making 1 million plus people watch it in 2 days. You see what I'm saying? So you can't just be a statue and you told and you think motherfuckers don't fuck with you. Nah. So it still can go wrong. You know? Like, you just gotta know if the people love you or not. You know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas got a lot to think about, man. Y'all niggas got a lot to think about, man. Yeah, man, y'all facing a lot of time, man. It's a lot of shit it's a lot of evidence on the table. It's a lot of unsolved shit, man. So it's a sticky situation because it's a lot that can be said and it's a lot of time that can be shaved off. It just depends on, do a nigga want to carry that whole load? Do a nigga want to carry that whole load and continue to war behind the wall? Or do what they gonna do? Like, turn Muslim and let all that shit go as much as they can. It just depends, man. You may be thinking like that, you know, so that's 2 more hats that can knock down. So if you facing the L, they'll take the L off, giving up 2 hats. And then what? 7 different shootings. So 2 hats from 7 shootings. I could know about 2 more bodies. Now I'm looking at 15 years. Do 5 in the pen and the rest on the street. That simple. Come up with a plan. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rap, I'm gonna blog, I'm gonna do interviews, write books, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Tell somebody my story, they do a movie, whatever. I'm gonna get the bag though. Still act tough, still a crusher nigga if you run up on me. Way more people gonna take a liking to or dislike the dude who tell, but you're gonna make him popular and get him a bag and make people wanna interview him. And first the dude, keep it real. So yeah, that's what I think about when I see that shit right there, man. But these niggas right here, they the bone collectors. They like to collect shit, man. Like, these niggas be lying, saying they be switching up all these guns and they got all these guns. Now they using the same gun. There's a lot of reasons why a nigga use the same gun, or he'll keep them, because he can build some type of trust with the gun. He can be real lucky with the gun. As far as like every time he go on the drill with this gun, he hit something. He score. Even though he got hats on the gun, he's so lucky with it, he don't want to let it go, so he keep it. They keep blickies and choppers because it don't jam up on them. They don't have no malfunctions, nothing wrong with them. Shoot straight through. Real lucky with the gun. They keep them because they've been through a lot with them. It got them out of a situation where, say it's a Glock 17 and niggas, he went against some dudes that was shooting choppers at him. And that Glock 17 with a 30 round got him about that situation. Grow a relationship with it. He'll kiss it and everything. He'll really love it, like a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time he get into a real shootout, he always had that gun and he always make it out. So he feels some type of way about it. He can have some hats on it, whatever. He don't want to let it go because the chemistry. Like a Gucci and Zaytoven. Niggas be having that with a Glock 40, with a, AK, with a whatever. They be having that, man. That same chemistry. DMX, Swiss Beats. Yeah. So, it's a lot of the different reasons. Nigga just want to collect them. He just want to collect them, so he gonna keep it that way. He want to sell them because he greedy, so he want everything. He want to sell them, so he keep them that way. It's just a lot of different reasons. Sometimes it can be all of the above, like, a nigga keep them, so that's nasty work, man. But what's y'all thoughts on this right here, man? Y'all let it be known, man, what y'all think about this right here, man.